intention of this webinar is basically to help those guys who have not passed the recent exam. Overall score is a very wrong method to judge in CFA exams. This is what I tell students.
First of all, I would really like to thank you, sir. Your fast track has really helped me a lot. Your
Let's-
strategy, the questions, the way you solve the questions. I'm really big fan of you as a teacher because I used to get intimidated by subjects, but once I understood the strategy, I started loving them.
So it should be like a reverse plan that let's say 20th May is my exam. How do I reverse plan? What are the last 3 weeks I'm doing? What is that I'm doing in April? What is that I'm doing in March? What about the topic wise? What are the resources? It's not as difficult, the actual exam, as what the CFA mocks are sometimes too complex. Self-discipline is something that you have to inherently put everything at stake. For me, for everyone motivation works different. For me, what was the biggest motivation of CFA? Can you imagine? For me, it was I had borrowed money. So if I failed, I had no choice. I had to, it was for me like a company is over leveraged and taking risk. Either it's bankruptcy or you sail. So for me, that was the biggest motivation that I have to repay my borrowing. My excitement of a CFA is same because I love the curriculum. So that you have to have. That is the respect and the love for the curriculum that drives you. This is what I feel. Welcome everyone. The intention of this webinar is to guide you as to what exactly you need if you have passed or if you failed in the recent level 1 exams. Okay. Yes, go ahead. We can start directly taking the doubt instead of I doing the presentation. So you can directly let me know what is your concern, what exactly happened, and you can also share me all your details, which I can probably give you specific guideline also. Okay. So go ahead with whatever your requests are. And then in between, if I need something, I'll do the presentation or anything related. Okay. Yes. Guys, anyone who has specific questions, what you can do is that you can just raise your hand. You can let me know. You can let me know your name, location, and we can start discussion. Right. If the information is repeated, what I will do is that I will just let you know to refer it back. I'll upload this lecture so that you can look it back. If the information is new, I'll probably guide as much as I can as per the CFA Institute's code of conduct. Yes. Okay. So I have the first question. Yes. Can you go ahead and let us know your name and all? You can probably, or directly you can go ahead with the question. No issues. Yes.
Namaste, sir.
Hi.
My name is Garg.
Yes. Hi.
Sir, my location is Punjab, Batinda.
Great. Great. Welcome. Let me know. Yes. What happened? Did you give the recent exam? L1 exam?
No, sir.
Okay.
Actually,
Good.
I recently registered for level 1 exam, May 10th.
Okay. So you're going for the May attempt. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Let me know
I have,
what is that. Hmm.
sir, I have watched your videos of 2020 videos
Okay.
of CFA.
Those are older videos. They are just for reference of how CFA program is. If you really want to be prepared for the upcoming exams, then you should be watching anything which is latest and you should be walking through the latest information. Those are
Yes,
older
sir.
videos. They are just for your guidance. Yes, those are basically the intention of that is for those who have no idea about CFA for them.
Sir, I am a little confused for
Hmm.
buying your course or your books. How to start after watching your 2020 video?
Okay, okay. See, I would suggest you not to go with that video if you are going for the exam. If you
Yes.
want to explore what CFA program is, then you can go for it. So what I do is that I upload the older recordings and I had clearly mentioned in the description and a lot of people have appreciated it. I really admire that and I respect that. So I wanted to pull out those videos so that, I can upload the latest one very soon whenever I'm completing the batch of the recent recording. So, but a lot of people are already watching. So those students who have no idea what the curriculum is, and a lot of content is very important. So I have not pulled it out. But yes, I'll repeat again. If you want to prepare for the upcoming exams, then you should not rely on it. Then you should switch yourself to what is exactly relevant for the exam right now. Fortunately, the syllabus hasn't changed from last year to this year. So if you're watching anything which is about 2025 or 2026, whether it's notes, questions, or videos, then only it is relevant.
Yes, sir. So I want to buy your courses, your notes,
No problem.
how to
That
tackle.
see that sales related information I'll discuss at the end. The intention of this webinar is basically to help those guys who have not passed the recent exam, whether they purchase or not. So that is the intention. Sales
Yes, sir.
related thing, I will skip the discussion. I will guide you what you should do at the end. But here, I think this session will be useful for you also if you're watching it, because a lot of students wanted to speak out to me and understand their approach as to why they failed or how they can, if they have passed, what should they do for level two. So I'll perhaps go with those doubts. Okay.
Sir, I have little query. Uh,
Yes, go
I
ahead.
am receiving I am receiving an email from CFA Institute
Hmm.
scheduling the exam.
Scheduling the
Should I
exam.
schedule now or I wait for May?
No, guys, this is a very common thing that I've noticed that is it the case with everyone that you all are receiving the mail from the CFA Institute to register for the exam? Are you guys also facing that? If yes, let me know. Guys, if that is the case, number one, when to register for the exam should be basically dependent on how well you're prepared. Don't go just with the point that, there is an early bird discount or early registration option, so I'll register it. No, don't go for that. Register it only and only when you have seen the syllabus, you realize that I can complete by May or by August or by November, only then go for it. Okay, so first you should be aware
Sir,
about the curriculum, the length and breadth of it. And if you're halfway through it, then I would recommend you to register. Otherwise, there's no hurry to register for the exam.
so no, sorry, sir. Sir, I have registered, but I have scheduled the exam. My query is about scheduling.
Okay, so you can, as if you're prepared for the upcoming exam, then go for it.
Okay, okay,
If
okay,
you feel confident, then go for May. If you don't feel you're confident, then go for August.
okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
that idea I think you have when you complete the first two topics. If you're, this is my personal suggestion to everyone. If you have finished FSA and QM, if these two topics are done, you get a pretty good idea that whether I can go for May or August. These two topics, when you begin with quants and FSA, if you're done with these two topics, if you've given a couple of questions, if you've solved a couple of questions, if you're confident about it, then you will get an idea whether I can go for the next 3 months or 4 months or 5 months.
Sir, one thing, sir, basics in 2020 videos of QM and FSA are
No,
similar or
no. I will again repeat. I'll not continue with this doubt. You're watching
Mhm.
2022 2020 videos for 2026, not relevant. Clearly, I've
Okay,
also mentioned in the
sure.
descriptions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll
Right,
go
sir.
with this doubt of Jayant. Hi, Jayant. Let me know what is your concern, and Jayant, let me know your situation, and let me know how can I help you. Yes,
Sir, I am your November batch fast track student,
I remember you.
and
Yes. Tell
yeah,
me.
sir, I
Yes.
have scored 1,515.
1515.
Yeah, 1515,
Okay,
and I
that's,
failed the exam.
I understand. Right. Correct. Because
Yeah,
the passing
my
score
doubt
is what?
is
The passing score is
1,600.
correct, 1600. So I recently also mentioned that a lot of students have scored even 1595. So
Yes, sir.
considering that, yes. See, overall score, I understand, but let us get into topic wise. Where is your concern? Because
Sir, can I share my scorecard in the chat?
yeah, you can share that. No problem. You can do that as well here. But if you can guide me, what is instead of sharing, also, you can just randomly guide me that
Yeah,
two things you
sir,
have to mention me to address
yeah,
your concern. Two things, sorry. One is that what was expected and what was unexpected. Okay, you can let me know and I can tell you what is the solution there. Yes.
sir. Last time my
Hmm.
mark scores was about 60 percentile
Okay,
when I'm
60.
giving CFA marks. I am pretty confident that I will pass the exam, but
Right.
in the exam, the score in quantitative
Mhm.
methods is very low for
Yeah,
me.
see, when you say 60 percentage was your overall score, or was it
Yeah.
topic by score?
Overall, sir.
Overall score is a very wrong method to judge in CFA exams. This is what I tell students.
Okay.
Overall, if you are 70, that means you understand the concept of deviation now. Overall, it is 70 means there are a couple of topics which are way below 70, and there are a couple of topics which are above 70. The CFA Institute, one thing that I tell clearly to the students, this is my opinion, instead of instead of assuming that you overall require 70%, you have to be individual topic 70 plus to be on a safer side.
Okay.
So when you do preparation, don't look at overall score. Overall score naturally will be 70 plus if you are individually also 70 plus. But
Okay.
individually, if some of the topics are way below 60, 50, and 40, that means it's a deep concern. So even if
Yeah.
your overall score is 70, one or two topics are way below 70, and what if one of the other topic also? So it's very risky zone. So
Yeah,
your
I
goal
understand.
should be individually topic 70 plus. Overall, personally, I don't think so. Overall matters because even if your overall score is 70 and you are in three topics below 70, there is a chance you might not pass. Got it?
Okay. Okay, sir. I understand.
Yes.
My doubt is
Hmm.
whether I should opt for May or August.
Correct. Again, a common exam for those who failed, right? For them, I will just tell you that go for May. You have sufficient time. Even if you start the preparation from scratch, August will be too far for you. You might lose the momentum there. But again, it depends on your
Yes.
personal constraints. But I think you've done the syllabus at least twice, correct?
Yes, sir.
Of course.
I done it thrice
Right,
with you.
great. So now you are at 1515, right? It's not that you don't know the syllabus, you know your weak spots. If you go for August, it is too much of a time, right? 7, 8 months, it is too much. You'll get
Yes,
exhausted,
sir.
you will be in that zone for a long period. It's better you give May and get rid of it.
Okay, sir. I'll give my exams on May.
Yes, because
And my final doubt is,
yes, go ahead. Go ahead, yes.
is the syllabus the same which I studied for?
Absolutely same, no change.
Okay.
Fortunately, no change this year.
Okay, sir. I
Yes.
can use the same fast track book, right?
Absolutely. You can use the same material, whatever material you used in 2025, you can continue using that for 2026, wherever you've seen from. For all the students, a common answer, whichever material you use in 2025, I'm sure those were exam oriented, you can continue using that in 2026. No change.
Okay, sir.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure, pleasure. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So I also didn't clear my
No
CFA
problem.
level 1. I
No problem.
got 15 1,555,
Okay.
1555.
Right. Okay.
So basically, I didn't did well in quants,
Cons. Okay.
eco,
Economics.
portfolio management. I was confident before exam, but
Mm-hmm.
in exam the portfolio management was too difficult.
Understand.
So
Okay.
in that and equity investment. So now I needed to put more efforts in 4 5
Okay.
subjects.
So you mentioned these topics of quants, okay, equity,
Eco,
portfolio, and economics, right? Of this, I see the
and
three topics are mostly related to calculation. So is calculation a
yes,
concern? Because overall exam is theoretical. If I'm sure everyone must have realized giving exam that actually CFA exam is 90 to 95% theoretical in level one. And what about these topics
I
were below 70 individually? Were they below the
in
graph?
no sir. In basically in FSA I got above 70. In
Okay.
ethics I
Hmm.
got dot 70.
Hmm.
And eco in cons I got two less.
How many were
And
below 70? Overall, how many were below 70?
five. These four
Hmm.
subjects plus one more subject was there.
Hmm.
Wait a second, sir. Can I tell you the
No,
fifth
it's okay.
subject?
It's
Okay,
not
sir.
about the number, which subject exactly. I'll tell you my result of level one was way back in 2009. But I'll tell you my result. I had eight topics 70 plus. Two were between 50 to 70, means just below the edge. Okay. Now again, there's no a specific number how many topics you should be above 70 plus, but definitely four or five topics which are on the edge or below, that's a concern. Quants portfolio, these are I think 6 to you get 10 to 12 10 to 12 questions. So sometimes what happens that a difference of one or two question can drop you below 70. FSA is a bigger topic, right? So in topics like FSA, you have too many questions. So in that case, if you have scored below 70, you've actually done a lot of incorrect questions. But yes, The reality is that these smaller topics where the weightage is less, where one question can make a big difference. Again, I'll repeat the same point that I discussed in the previous case. It's not overall score which is important, guys. Your strategy should change. Your overall score should be 70 plus, fine. But individually, you should target for, I always tell individually, you should target for 90. Then somewhere you'll drop to 70 at least. Will it happen immediately? Not necessarily. It will take time. Initially, when you do CFA questions, you might be struggling at around 60, 70, but then you go back, revise, and then you go back and do the questions. So it will take time for you to go from 60 to 70, 80, 90. But your focus should be each topic should be that your strength. Praharshita. Yes. Hi. Go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
I'm a second year BBA student. I'm from Hyderabad.
Great. Hi. Welcome.
First of all, I would really like to thank you, sir. Your fast track has really helped me a lot. Your
Pleasure.
strategy, the questions, the way you solve the questions. I'm really big fan of you as a teacher because I used to get intimidated by subjects, but once I understood the strategy, I started loving them. So it was a
That has
different.
caused me concern, by the way. The institute someone has complained that I'm revealing too much of information. That is what is
No,
happening.
sir. I don't know about the
No,
questions if
no, I'm
you're
saying,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
saying in my lectures, as much as they are appreciated, I have also got this as a, drawback. So, but I don't mind that as much as it helps the student. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So my score was 1585.
Oh, so
Uh,
close. Understood.
I got scholarship in my first attempt.
Mm-hmm.
I took 4 months. I logged in and I studied, but
Mm-hmm.
it
Why?
was,
Can I,
I
can
don't
I
know, I
ask
was
you,
very,
sorry? Can I ask you,
yes, sir.
did you wait for
Yes,
the
sir.
scholarship to arrive to start your study? Just asking.
Um, Sir, I started
Hmm.
my prep even late after I got my scholarship. I started in the month of
Hmm.
July.
Why? Can I know why? Because I've seen this pattern
Uh,
in many of the students recently. So I just want to know if I'm just trying to correlate if the relation is same, the reason is same. Those who are applying for scholarship, that's why.
So honestly, I
Hmm.
had this that I wanted to give the exam,
Hmm.
but there wasn't like strong
Hmm.
competition around me. Like I'm a person
Hmm.
who, if I sit under competitive
Hmm.
students, that drives
Hmm.
me more, and
Hmm.
I get
Hmm.
more into the preparation.
Hmm.
All I wanted to take this as a professional exam, but
Hmm.
inner thing I actually started when I saw around the competition
Hmm.
around me and the value
Hmm.
for the exam.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Okay. So what is your concern now? I realize what is the issue, but what is your concern?
yes, sir. So I was planning to
Hmm.
reattempt in May.
Hmm. With
I was scoring
correct.
around.
Hmm.
I gave six total mocks, two institute. First was my institute, then I gave premium, and
Hmm.
then last was again my institute.
Hmm.
My first score was 49%, and my last mock score was
When you say your
76%.
institute means CFA institute questions or a private
Sorry,
institute?
CFA institute questions, huh?
How many CFA institute mocks did you give?
So there are only two
Free
that
mocks.
is available on
Did
the
you give
portal.
both the two free mocks?
Free mocks, two I gave, sir. I
Right.
got premium from a senior,
Correct.
and I gave four premium mocks from out of those six premium
Right.
mocks.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. So my first overall
Did you
percentage
directly
score
give
was
mock? I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Did you
no,
directly
no,
give
no
mocks
issues.
or you did the candidate resource, individual questions, or any other questions also?
Sir, I finished my candidate reserve portal question once.
Great. Great.
Ethics, I've solved thrice because I knew
Mm-hmm.
that has really high weightage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I jumped to the first mock.
Understand. Understand. Understand.
And
Then,
I gave my first mock
mm,
before my revision.
because after doing so many mocks, it is very rare. If your score has been consistently above 60 percentage, then it is very rare for someone not passing.
I remember
Hmm.
making 2 to 3 silly mistakes, which
Hmm.
I actually got. It's very silly, but I got it after a week during my sleep that I made these silly mistakes. I used to
Hmm.
get questions and options during my sleep that this is where I went
But
wrong.
how many topics have you scored below 70? Below
So
the
there are
edge?
four. One is
Okay.
four topics:
Hmm. Hmm.
quants, economics,
Hmm.
derivatives, and fixed income. Fixed income, I was good in my mocks, but
Hmm.
actual exam, the problem could
Hmm.
be recalling, not conceptually strong. I think
Hmm.
it's the
How many
problem of
revisions
reading.
have you done? How many revision of the notes have you done? I understand your mock preparation, but I want to highlight
Yes, sir.
something. How many times you've revised the notes, the syllabus?
Sir, I had 25 days for revision. So
Hmm.
around one complete revision,
Hmm.
and the second revision was only I did only for high weighted subjects.
Yeah, see, I'll be very straightforward here, right? And this
Yes,
is
sir.
where, in the today's session, I want to highlight one very important thing, and I'll directly go to that point which you have just mentioned. And this is where I tell student, and this is actually the problem with those who are very brilliant students, okay? That, as you start getting into that question zone, right, you immediately feel that question is improving my progress. But I'll tell you one thing, what is the common mistake here? And this is where I had actually prepared that I need to, based on the everyone's feedback, I realize that of course planning and all that is fine. But what is the issue in your case? I would say, in many case, many students who are scoring well, the thing is that you need to balance your reading and the questions both. I meet a lot of students who have just done two times revision and then they have solved mocks and they have passed also. But it should be a balanced thing because remembering requires three readings as per me, at least three readings. So in exam there will come a situation where you'll be like, I knew the concept but it didn't click me at that time. So that
Mm.
is a common thing which happens when you don't revise more than twice and thrice. And you need to understand that some of the topics, when you say that you didn't do the third time, you only highlighted that, right? What happens is that some
Mm.
topics might be very easy, like alternatives, portfolios, they're not too lengthy topics. But it's difficult to recollect if you had studied that long back. So in that peak time of exam, when there is a lot of anxiety to do questions and score, you need to calm down, allocate your day. Personally, I feel half between reading and doing questions. See the intention of the mock, and I tell students to do mock at least 3 to 4 weeks before your exam. You know why? Because that will make you realize that what I have missed while reading. Then you read again and then you give the mock. So the reading and doing the mock is like a sandwich layer. You
Yes,
don't,
sir.
you need to balance it out. And maybe at some point of time you realize that I've read everything. Now only mock is realized. I realize where all mistakes I do. Correct. So three readings essential. If you are very sharp with your memory, two readings also does it. But three reading on an average we all need. This is what I believe. The first reading takes the maximum time. The second reading happens in 20-25 days. And trust me, the last reading, you can actually do it in 1 week or 4 days also. You can just
Yes,
flip
sir.
over through everything. Yes. But watching all the points, for example, I personally do is that, and I tell the student is that just before entering the exam, even though it's not needed, but I walk through all the seven standards. I memorize it again, just for me, for my mind to be occupied with that, so I don't forget it. So to remember the concepts, sometimes you have to do an additional reading.
So another question.
Yes, please. Yes.
Uh, because I'm having like 4 months now that I think I have 4 months, I just want to ask you,
Hmm. Enough time.
how do I, yes, sir, enough
Enough
time.
time.
How do I, but I have to do it along with my internship. So
Hmm.
I'm looking for
Hmm.
a hybrid internship because we have a mandatory 3-month internship to
Hmm.
be done.
Hmm.
So instead of a full time, if I get a hybrid one, then that'll be a better one.
What do you mean by hybrid one? I didn't. You're
So,
talking about
so
your
a hybrid,
internship.
yes, sir, a hybrid internship.
See, I'll tell you one thing. Whatever your job or your internship goals are, right? Understand one thing. Everyone is giving CFA with some constraints and some other responsibilities. So once we need to tell ourselves that everyone around you is doing CFA with the job, with an internship, with family commitments and all. So the difficulty part of CFA is not the syllabus, not the concepts. It's how you manage it, how you plan it,
Yes.
right? So that is something which is what you have to be 100% determined that I am going to struggle, I am going to face issues. Okay, I have met
Mm.
many students including myself where we had responsibilities, much complex responsibilities, but that's the difference between those who pass and those who don't pass, how you manage it. At the end of the
Mm.
day, no one is going to ask you why did you fail, you had some other constraints, your boss didn't allow you leaves and all. No one's going to ask you that. The conclusion is we failed. Got it?
Yes,
So somehow try to wither out that. Try to have 3 to 4 hours of your time daily, or 2 hours at least, right? Because you do heavy investment of time and money, right? So this is where I've put up a thing that you need to have a plan. I have a plan for everything that I do. Even though I have all the devices, I do keep the notepads and all. I need things to be in front of me. So it should be like a reverse plan, that let's say 20th May is my exam. How do I reverse plan? What are the last 3 weeks I'm doing? What is that I'm doing in April? What is that I'm doing in March? What about the topic wise? What are the resources? How well you plan, even if you execute 70% of 60% of that plan, it does the job. So the conclusion is manage it, whether you are working or not working. And I think 4 months is sufficient time. Those who are going for May, enough time we have, especially if you've revised the
yes,
syllabus
sir.
and you're so close to passing.
Yes, sir. So also, how can
Mm.
I avail your revision notes that you use during the
That
fast track
see, or for I
list?
I understand you guys want to know about this, but I don't want this to be a sales call. But just for your reference, you guys can just go to the website. There is now recently we've opened up an option for the delivery of the physical book also, which initially I didn't had. So if you guys want the physical book, you can go for it, or you can just simply download the PDF book and print it. Even that's a cheaper option. So all these options, just go to our website eduinvest.in and you can explore all the options.
All right, sir.
This book
I will
is
note
only
it.
2 books. I've summarized things. So a lot of students ask me, does it cover everything? I think you can take that feedback from those who've studied from that book and given the exam. And I would say that I've tried to cover everything that is exam oriented in 2 books. I personally found CFA Institute material too lengthy. I personally found a Schwezer material also lengthy, but of course it is the most used material. But what I've done is that after my 15 years of experience, I've just summarized it into what is exam oriented. So this is generally for those who want to only study exam oriented things.
So, sir, just to summarize,
Yes.
my plan of action
Hmm.
from like for 4 months from now
Hmm.
should be, sorry, from today for 4 months should be minimum 2 revisions and
Correct.
minimum 2 times solving questions. And
Hmm.
45 days before the exam, I wanted to
Hmm.
start off with my mocks so
Hmm.
that I'll have 4 5 days for
Right. Right.
correcting my mistakes because I had only like 2 days before my next mock also to
Right.
analyze well.
Also, have you analyzed one thing? And I think you should rather say, I also met one of the students who had done all the practice pack mocks. He actually paid amount and he covered all the mocks. And
Sir,
what
I
common
didn't say
observation? No, I'm just saying you. One common observation is that it's not as difficult, the actual exam, as what the CFA mocks are sometimes too complex. So the actual exam is not that intense difficult. I'm sure all of you guys must have realized it. If I'm wrong, let me know. It's tricky. Yes, it is tricky because you're giving one of the most challenging exams, right? But is it as difficult as some of the mocks? Not really. So you have to very cherry pick what is exam relevant, what is not exam relevant. Sometimes we end up doing too many things rather than realizing where is our weakness.
so. One last question. So
Yes,
sorry.
go
So
ahead.
in case I want to
Mhm.
personally contact you, how do I do that?
Oh, I get 700 inbox messages a day, right? So
Okay.
I've stopped replying to personal chats because if I don't reply, it becomes an issue. So if you have any query on our website, I have put up an option, and I'll be honest with you, this is the best way for me also to connect the student, is that there is this option. What you can do is that if you've purchased anything from us, you can raise a ticket. But I have also put up an option where you can actually reach out to me through scheduling a call. So you can actually go to our website and you can schedule a call there. On the website, there is an option of scheduling a call. So this option is for all the students. All the students. A lot of times students don't appear in the call also after scheduling. But if you go to our website and you click on schedule call, you will see there an option to schedule a meeting with me when I am available. If there is something specific, you can ask there also, right? But that option is free for all as of now. So you can just simply go to the website and there is an option of schedule call. This is where the option is schedule call. Just go to that option. This is where you can just schedule a call at your convenient timing. If you are already registered, You have a different option here. If you are a new joining, you can probably schedule a call here based on the common available time. Okay, perfect.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Take care. All the best. Bye. Yes. Anyone else has
Yes.
any specific question? Do let me know. Yes.
Sir, can I?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. What's your good name? Hi. Where are you?
Uh, Very good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sankalp Yole this side.
Yes. Yes. Uncle, I know you. Yes.
Um,
Yes. Yes. Tell me. Yes.
yes,
Yes. How can I help
yes.
you?
So,
Hmm.
sir, I had
Hmm.
appeared for the
Hmm.
November exam.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm. What was your score?
scored actually very low. It's 1435.
How many topics
Okay,
are you below 70? Yes. It's okay.
below 70, I was in four topics.
Really? Only four topics. Which were those two topics?
Four, not four, not
Hmm.
five topics.
Correct, correct. Was it
It's
ethics? Was it
ethics.
ethics? Yes.
Yes, ethics.
Understand one thing.
Ethics, fixed
Hmm.
in
Fixed income, okay. Hmm.
ethics, fixed income, and FSA.
All
More
big
three are the major.
topics.
These three are
Correct.
the major
Hmm.
topics.
Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
I have some things like.
Hmm.
Firstly, I
Hmm.
am working. Okay,
Hmm.
I am working as a fund accountant in Northern Trust.
Okay. Hmm.
So
Where are you calling from? Pune or Mumbai?
I only Pune.
Right. Okay. Yes. Go ahead. Tell me. Yes. Hmm.
So I'll tell you honestly, I had
Hmm.
not prepared that well the way I should have prepared.
Okay. No
I'll
problem.
tell you this honestly.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Um, yeah, and but after my
Hmm.
exam, I
Hmm.
was like
Hmm.
a bit of like maybe I can pass, and I
Hmm.
have some issue in portfolio. Like my
Hmm.
portfolio was not that good,
But
portfolio
portfolio is
management, but
yes,
I
it's
managed
individual.
to score in that.
Correct. So, see, understand one thing we all know one thing in quants that what is the minimum sample size? 30, right? Have you read that? What is the minimum
Yes,
sample size
yes,
everywhere?
yes,
30. Anything which is less than 30 is
yes,
not a right sample for you to make a judgment that whether my topic is good or bad. In none of the topics except ethics, you get more than 30 questions. So, what
yes.
I'm trying to say is that there is a high possibility that your portfolio might be very strong, but in exam it might be weaker or vice versa. Now, what should be the strategy when a score is too low, especially on the big topics? You basically require an overhaul. So, what happened is ignore it. Now, assume that you need to start fresh. A lot of times, people want to try
I'll,
CFA, and yes, go ahead.
yes, yes, yes. Sorry. You come. I'm really sorry.
A lot of times people want to try CFA, and it's a good thing because we have all have some knowledge and we all want to try and see whether we can do self study, okay, which is a very good thing. But the order of the topic is important, the resources that you choose is very important, your planning is very important, how many times you revise, how many mocks you do. CFA is all about analysis. If you are just studying without analyzing what is your individual strength weakness of topic wise, it's not appropriate. The best thing that CFA has taught me is that how to analyze and organize everything. So if I were to now do CFA exams again in my life, I would actually end up over analyzing, which is wrong. But there should be some organized way that, I met a student recently on a session and he did fail the exam, but he had a day wise, presentation on a spreadsheet ready that what I'm going to do and what I did, and still he failed. Okay, but that's not a point. The point is that he was very well organized and he knew why he failed and he knew what is the solution of it. So I think that those who are working in corporate, we all are used to this spreadsheet analysis, right? So you know where we need to put extra time, since the good thing about you is that you know why you failed. So putting extra time at right resources in a right orderly study is what CFA requires. And of course, in the last 3-4 months, 3-4 weeks, however difficult it is, but it's very safer to get your leaves. So how you manage your leaves is very important for those who are in corporate.
What I think is that the major issue was the
Mm.
consistency because due to the heavy work and all, my consistency is not like I'm not I'm never consistent about this. I was studying. I study for 10 days, then it breaks my flow. Then I'll study, and this makes my mind like I was not able to concentrate.
Yeah,
That
see,
was the main reason. So
what I will tell you now, just to cut you here, sorry, but let's get to the solution. You know the problems, right? Let's speak on what should be done now. Problems I also know, you also know that you are not studying, you didn't give enough time. All that is past. Now, if you know what is the next step, it's very easy. You need to correct, you need to put more time, you need to give more. See, I understand we all are not used to sitting at a place and studying in this era of Instagram and all that thing, right? But that's how you have to somehow find a way. You have to be busy yourself with study, right? That's the difference. Self-discipline is something that no one can instill in you. Okay. I would not have an answer for it. So self-discipline is something that you have to inherently put everything at stake. For me, for everyone, motivation works different. For me, what was the biggest motivation of CFA? Can you imagine? What would be the biggest
what
motivation for me, CFA? For me, it was I had borrowed money. So if I failed, I had no choice. I had to, it was for me like a company is over leveraged and taking risk. Either it's bankruptcy or you sell. So for me, that was the biggest motivation that I have to repay my borrowing. So see what motivation works for you. Basically, any motivation which pushes you to go extreme level, that's what gives you success or failure on an extreme side. But you should be ready to gamble out. I don't have time. I didn't give time. All these are past. Move ahead, structure well, plan well, motivate, find out a reason of you doing CFA. CFA should not be just, I want to try or I want to see. No, it is not exploring. You're investing your time and money. It should be well organized. Take it very seriously, not in terms of only, oh, I'm doing CFA. No, you have to put a lot of analysis into planning and studying. St- Level one, do you think after reading level one, there is rocket science into it? Most of the things we all are aware if we have studied finance a bit in a university or if you're working in corporate. I don't think so. There is anything so complex in CFA level one. Yes, it is time consuming, but it's not something that you've never heard. Most of the syllabus, isn't it?
no?
But the syllabus requires that time. In fact, when the CF Institute says 300 hours, if you notice, you might have ended up giving 300 hours if you've done the curriculum twice and thrice and done the mock. So it actually, I also analyze it does require 300 hours. Got it? So
Mhm.
first, put
Yes.
that labor is
So
required, that hard work labor is required, however talented you are. You need to sit down, finish the syllabus thrice. There's no shortcut to that. You need to do the questions. There's no shortcut to that. It doesn't matter whether you are experienced or not. It doesn't matter whether you are very talented or not. This is bare minimum you have to do.
sir, my means most important question is like the subjects in which I am very confident. I was not able to score that much, but the subject which I am not that
Hmm.
much confident,
I understood.
that was like
See, can you rephrase your question faster so that I can address everyone's question, right? I understood your question. Or
so no
you
no
want
no.
to rephrase?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you
So
what is the
the
question.
subject like
Hmm.
okay.
I got your question. I hope I have understood the question. If not, let me know.
Yes.
Understand one thing, derivatives is my strength. When I give the exam, I thought it has been disaster, right? Completely opposite. When I got my results, I had scored highest in derivatives. So there's no correlation between all these things. Your exam prep and your expertise and how the results will be, they all are non-correlated. All that is okay. That should not be too much analysis into it. As I said, because the sample size is very small, right? So you end up over analyzing there. Rather, your focus should be more on how do I give more time. Okay, so this again, if I go back and think, oh, my derivatives is my strength, how come I scored, how come the exam was difficult, but how come my score was high? I'll waste my time thinking about it. I should rather think, okay, now I want to attempt again. I have to give more time to that. That is where your focus should be. So it's not correlated.
Okay,
There's no
sir.
point analyzing that. It's very volatile for all the students. They might think that in exam my FSA was difficult. Most of you while reading, did you not realize FSA was so lengthy? You guys had all of you guys online in the webinar right now. Did you not all of you guys had the issue that how will I remember FSA so much, right? You all had, right? Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Right? How many of you all have scored below 17 FSA? Not everyone, very few. Most of you all must have scored 70 in FSA, right? But if you go back in hindsight, you'll be like, oh my God, FSA was nightmare, too much lengthy, right? So understand one thing, this is always the case. Clear? I have a question here. Hi, I'll take this question one by one. I'll go back to the specific, guys, ask me specific question about your not passing or passing related things, okay? I have a question from Shah Afzal Raza. Hi, are you there? Pass out candidate. Okay, I'll discuss about that level two, right? And I have Kunal. Kunal, are you there? Yes. What is your question? Yes, please tell me. I cannot see your question there. Yes, I cannot see the question. Hi, guys. Afzal, hi. Can you hear me? Are you there? Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead with your question. Yes. Go ahead with your specific question. Jivansh, go ahead with your question. Yes.
Yeah, can I go ahead?
Yes, Jivansh, right? Okay, let me know you
Yes,
passed, you didn't pass, what exactly what specific question, let me know. Yes.
yes. So, Kunal, so I did not pass the exam and my score was 1475.
Okay.
And I'll just give you a small reroute that what went wrong.
Hmm.
So, my mock scores were around 60 to 70 percentile, only they were fluctuating.
Hmm.
During the last days, they went around between 55 to 60 as well.
When
And on the day of the
CFA
exam,
mocks
the
are you
day,
talking, right? Wait a minute. CFA mocks are you talking, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Hmm. Go ahead.
Yes, so the day before my exam,
Hmm.
the night I couldn't sleep at all. I was very, very anxious.
No. Hmm.
During the morning, I
Hmm.
got nauseous,
Hmm.
and when I saw the exam for 15-20
Blank.
minutes, I
You were
was
blank.
totally blind.
Right, right.
And it was like I forgot everything. So that
Hmm.
really, I think, affected me, and
A
that
panic thing. I
is the
understand
basic.
it's a panicking thing, right? Hmm.
But from what I studied, I took around 8 to 10 months to study for the exam, and I was pretty confident even
Hmm.
before a month that I would clear it. But just because of that day, I couldn't clear the exam,
Can I,
and
can
my
I
weak topics.
can I suggest you first on what you just mentioned before I go ahead?
Yes,
See,
definitely.
CFA, if someone asks me how much time does CFA require, I tell them between 4 to 6. If you're giving more time, also is a problem. If you're giving more time, it's a
Okay.
problem. You know why? Because by the end, you get exhausted. Number
Right.
one. So even right now, those who are a lot of students are asking me, sir, should I go for level two in August or should I go for November? I just spoke to a lot of L2 students and I told them
Mm-hmm.
if you go for November, by that time you'll lose the momentum. So
Right.
anything more than 4 or 5 months is also risky. Note that. Anything which is less than 2 months also is also risky. So four
Right.
to 5 months is apt time. You can't forever study CFA, number one. Second, what you faced, I've also faced that thing in one of my level three exams, which I failed. In that, I
Mm.
was well prepared, but on I overnight I studied. So in the exam, I went without sleeping out of fear. And what happened?
Yeah.
I sat there for during our time, I think we had 4 hour exam. So
Right.
those hours, the 3 hour exam, right? I sat there for 6 hours. I was blank. I could not remember a single word. And then
Mm.
I
Right.
went back home and I realized everything I knew it. So last 2 days before the exam, this is a stupid advice, but I give everyone stop eating outside food, sleep well,
Mm.
meditate, walk, stop chatting with people. All of these things I tell because chatting and all sometimes it drains your mind. Stop reading newspaper. I mean, of course, these days don't people don't read newspaper, but I used to do all those small things. So my mind is not occupied somewhere else. All of these are essential. Last 1 month, I stopped eating outside food because I wanted to be fit on that day. Right?
Right.
This all matters. You don't realize it until you face that bad day. Correct?
Exactly.
Yes, so I can completely relate that. Yes. Uh, Now you have any specific question, let me know, and then I'll start taking other questions. Yes.
Yes, so my
Mm,
lowest scores were
mm,
quants and
mm,
portfolio management
mm.
and corporate issues as well.
Do you guys
So
know why portfolio management is lowest for all of you? Until now, everyone I spoke, and you guys, those who are in the chat box, you can just let me know if you also have scored portfolio management less. I until now, whosoever I spoke, everyone has faced the same thing. Portfolio. Do you know what is the pattern here, everyone? Because portfolio is the last topic on your exam day. By that time, you are exhausted. Correct. So you are not used to sitting 6 hours, 5 hours in the exam. Most of you guys give mock, and you take a big gap between two exam. Well, in reality, it's a 5 hour non-stop exam with just 30 minutes gap. So I had conducted the mock in my class also. And when they gave that mock at their homes, the score was good. The same mock when they gave in my class, they all scored low in the last two, three topics because they were just trying to finish the mock because they were exhausted. They were physically not prepared to sit for 5 hours. So, a common pattern I have observed, I can be completely wrong, is that the last two or three topics that you give in your actual exam, that score is bad. Again, you can completely say it's wrong, but this is what I saw in my one of the batches. Because when I told them to give a mock from home, I'm sure many of you all may have taken a longer gap between two mocks, right? Part A, part B. If you all must have realized, I don't need to say that, but in exam you sit for 5 hours non-stop, you overnight prepare and all, right? So you are exhausted in that last section, and that is where the second part I'm talking, the PM part, that is where you have topics like portfolio and all, which causes you must have by that time forgotten or you must be exhausted. And that is where a lot of students have low score in the last section. Understood? Of course, see, topics are going to be trickier. It's not, some of the topics will be very easy, some of the topics are going to be trickier, but sometimes it does happen. Actually, you know what? You realized the first part, AM part, the topics like ethics, economics, FSA, cons, they actually take more time to prepare. And we over prepare those topics. And the second part topics, we feel they are relatively easier. So we don't pay too much of attention into those topics where there are like portfolio is just six topics, alternative is just five, four topics. So you don't pay too much attention to them. And that is where the scores are less.
yeah, so
Hmm,
one
hmm,
last thing. So
hmm,
these were a few subjects which I scored very less.
hmm,
Almost out of 10, 9 of my subjects are below 70. Only alternative investments is, I guess, above
hmm,
90
hmm,
percentile. So how do I improve upon this, and which attempt should I go for? Because recently, because I was studying for CFA,
hmm.
I got into a consulting company and I was able to secure an internship. But at the other hand, I was also not able to clear the exam.
I understand. In your case, since your many of the topics are below 70, I would suggest ignore what happened in the past. Number one.
Mm,
Second, you require a complete overhaul of your preparation. Maybe your strategy wasn't right. Maybe your reading wasn't enough. So, what you need to do is that assume you're starting afresh. Even if you are starting afresh and if you can allocate 2 hours a day, I think you can give May
right.
exam or August exam. So,
Mm,
both the exams are doable. See your budget and constraints of early registration or whatever it is, and then either go for May or August. Don't delay it too much so that you
mm.
lose the interest. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. I had someone asking for, yes, anyone asking for Feb exam? Yes, Anup, you are for the Feb exam, right? You have any specific question? Let me know because I'm just generally taking anyone who has any issues. Yes.
I was just learning from the past exams
Hmm. Hmm.
perspective.
Hmm.
I heard that some new patterns were introduced in the November exam. So many people thought that it was literally unexpected.
What can you guide me because I'm not aware of any. I didn't hear any
Uh,
new pattern.
I
What
I
is it?
saw I saw a tutor. He said that
Hmm.
25 of his students out of
Hmm.
50 said that the exam was unexpected.
What is the conclusion of it? Exam is
I was just
unexpected.
asking if the pattern has changed, or should I be good by doing the LES?
No, just believe CFA Institute what they say. That is what you should do.
Okay.
Or
And I wanted to
Hmm.
ask one general doubt, one layman doubt. Like
Hmm.
there are 30 questions in ethics. So in the exam, is it like 30 questions of ethics first, then 20 questions of FSA after that, or it is randomized?
It's topic wise, right? If I'm correct, I think everyone has given the exam. It is topic wise. So it's only ethics question and then only FSA question, I'm sure, right? They don't mix it up, correct? I don't think
All
so. They do.
right.
No, no. It's
And
topic wise
any
as per
last,
I'm concerned. Yes.
okay, any last week tips or tricks you can guide me with?
Three readings, right? Allocate your time between readings and doing mocks. Okay. Don't just do mocks or don't just do readings. Reading and mocks should be balanced. That is the last tip I will give you. And of course, you need to do the CFA Institute mock twice. Once you are done, you might realize that some of the mistakes you didn't do in reading, you can read again and do it again. There's no harm in repeating the CFA mocks twice.
All right, thank you so much. I
Right?
have been using your revision classes for the revision.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. All the best. I hope that clears your concept. Yes.
Yeah, that is helping me too much, I
No
must say.
problem. No problem. Perfect. Thank you. All the best. Yes. Divyajit, hi. You had questions, Divyajit, about level two books. I haven't until released. It's in process. So I haven't released the upcoming book. Yes. Yes, Jivansh, hi. You have any questions? Yes, please let me know. Yes.
Sir, just can
Yes.
I ask one more question, Sankar this
Yes.
side,
Yes. Yes.
if
Go ahead. Yes.
time, if you have
Yes.
time.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
So you are saying to give May or August exam. I was
Hmm.
planning to give in November, means
Too
due to
far.
job and all. I'll get the more time so that I'll.
You can give, of course, you can give, but why stretch till all the way till November? CFA is not, level one is not that difficult. I understand you might have not passed, but it's not that difficult that you require the entire year to prepare, right? I personally feel because I have recently started a batch with a lot of students. So these guys are going for May. So if these guys, and they are, all of them are working, by the way. So I think May is also doable. August is also doable, especially for someone who's read the syllabus once. Uh, you are definitely at a positive edge, right? So May is also doable. Why wait all the way till November? This is my personal suggestion. And again, everyone is doing job. So all you have to do is get 1 to 2 hour a day. Correct. Don't be positive. I mean, I tell everyone a thing which people laugh at, that you need to trust number one, your God, right? You need to be a believer in, some divine help. That is what that unsystematic risk is, right? In CFA, correct? Do you get it? That error, that something, that is what we call as luck. So you need to be a believer in that. I personally feel. Second, you need to be very much strongly believing in your strategy or resources. You need to follow it, whether you're doing CFA Institute or whether you're following a professor. You need to strongly do what someone guides you, if you believe it. And third, you need to be very positive about yourself. The number one battle is lost when you lose trust in yourself. You need to be very positive with such exams, that I can do it. You should not listen to nonsense things around you. Let people have their own opinion and all. You should be very firm, because your situation only you know, right? How you are battling everything and doing CFA. So you should be your biggest motivator. Nothing else is needed. So these three things keep in mind, and trust me, if I can do CFA, always tell anyone can do CFA. But one thing I would like to tell you all guys about CFA is that I was passionate about markets. I was very passionate about equity, fixed income, geopolitics. So my passion driven, it had driven me to do CFA, not the pressure that what if I fail? Yes, that was always there, right? But more so, I was so passionate that even if I would have failed 100 times, I would have given. This is personally me I'm talking. And still, I'm very excited about CFA when I see the curriculum. So for me, that thrill of CFA has not lost after 2009 and 2026. We are right after 17 years. My excitement of a CFA is same, because I love the curriculum. So that you have to have. That is the respect and the love for the curriculum, na? That drives you. This is what I feel. CFA is not a job. Clear? Everyone?
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. My
Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
And understand one last thing, guys. See, your school, your college, this was somehow forced to us, right? You have to take commerce, you have to take science. We were in that, not in that age where we could take a conscious call. We just followed our cousins, our family, our guidance from all, right? CFA is what you choose, right? You chose to do CFA, correct? You consciously took a call, you swiped your credit card, you most of you all paid your own money to do CFA, right? So this is first time, probably for me, it was my first time that I chose something based on my own independent decision. And I was so proud of it. And I wanted to achieve it. So your passion will make you pass CFA, okay? Everything, you will have 100 reasons of not doing CFA. I'll repeat, you'll have 100 reasons and 100 people of demotivating you. You need to just find one reason why you want to do. That one reason for me was I love CFA. I love the curriculum. I used to get mesmerized with the curriculum even now. When I see level 3 curriculum, level 2 new things, I love it. So that is missing from all the students. I see students are very tensed, which should be the case, but no one talks to me about the passion about CFA. This is missing. This has to be there. This is that X factor. All right? Clear? Don't force CFA. CFA is amazing. I personally believe. Okay? Clear, everyone? All the best for your exams. If you still have any doubt, please go through our website, right? You can also go through our website, explore the resources. I will just guide you that those who are probably going for, this is not a sales thing, but just to guide you, because a lot of people ask me that again and again. If you guys are looking for anything under your budget, I have a lot of things which are within the budget. So you can go for that. I understand some of you might find it costly, but this is what I do. So you can also explore the YouTube. If you want to systematically study, you can go for fast track, you can go for full course, you can also go for the book, PDF, physical book also now we provide. So for level 1, all the material are there available. See what fits your budget. Again, one more thing I have done is that when you go for all courses here, you can actually put what is your budget, and according to budget it will show you all the options. So you can put up your budget here and you can see everything. Those who want to study from my YouTube resources of fast track, they are also, I'm sure, compared to the amount that you give to the CFA Institute, I'm on a very good budget there. So explore, enjoy. All the best for your exams. And
Hello, sir.
yes,
Just a small
yes,
question.
tell me. Yes.
Yeah, do we have the option to buy fast track only for L2? Like L1, we have the
L,
option because on
L2
the
fast
site I'm
track.
not able.
See, L2 fast track, I'll just guide you one thing. No need to buy L2 fast track of my recent. I've stopped that sales for now because I have uploaded free on YouTube. So L2 fast track is not under membership. You can go to YouTube and you can see all my lectures of L2 fast track free. Number one. Second,
Okay,
I have just recently started a batch. So what I do in that case, I stop selling the older course. So in my recent batch, I'm going through full course right now. I'll reach the fast track in April. So then it will be recorded and new lecture will be sold. So I'm not selling the fast track right now. But if you want to attend a live batch, you can do that. But yes, my recent batch fast track, where actually ironically all the student passed. I'm not saying crediting myself, but these students are already talented. So that fast track video I've uploaded free on YouTube. Just go to YouTube. It was in
okay,
membership for a while back, but as soon as I started the new batch, I removed the membership there, so you can explore that. Got it?
okay, sir. Okay, and in April, if we want to attend the fast track batch, like like
Hmm.
o- like only fast track, so
You can do
then
that. You
we
can
have the
very much do
option, right?
that. We have not opened it, but the schedule is already there. So once my full course is halfway done, then I will open for admission. You can definitely join for the May or August. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Pleasure. Bye. Bye. Yes. Bye. All the best. Thank you so
Hello.
much, guys. Yes, guys, tell me fast. Yes.
Sir, live batch not showing on
Uh,
your website. Live batch
for L2 or L1?
L1.
L1 live batch I just started last week. If you want to join, you can join it. But I just
Okay.
started last week. Whatever lectures you missed, you are anyways going to get the recording. But if you want, you can just start it, because I recently started the L1 batch, because actually this is the time where very few students are going for Feb. Most of them are going for May and August. So L1, I have just started the batch. We've reached cons midway only. So if you are interested, you can just explore there and let us know. No problem.
Sir, I am actually
Hmm.
attempting May exam. So another
This
live
batch
batch
is
will
for May.
start.
This
Okay,
batch
okay,
I started is for May. I'm going to wrap up the batch by April, everything, including the
okay,
revision. So this batch is for me.
okay, sir.
Okay. Yes. Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. All the best. I'll upload this video also so you guys can explore it. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, schedule a call, and I'll be happy to talk to you. Okay. It's free of.
Uh,
Yes.
yes, Kunal, one last thing.
Yes. Go ahead. Yes.
Yes, so if I wish to enroll for the
Hmm.
August exam and I want to study with you in your batch, so how can I do that apart from
For level one. See, if
yes,
you want fast track only, you can perhaps join the fast track just before a month of the exam.
okay,
If you want to, it's a 10-day program I do non-stop, where I conduct the mock in the live batch. If you're going for pre-recording, there is no mock. But in the live batch, I force the students to give topic-wise mocks. So that's a very difficult thing, but it helps me in results. So, of course, I'm not saying that it is positive always, but yes, the exams are pushed that you all give mock each day, each topic. So it's a 10-day lengthy 6-hour program if you're going for fast track. If you're going for a full course, it's a 120-hour scheduled program.
all right. So I want to do the whole curriculum once again from the very scratch with you. So then I shouldn't take the fast track one, right?
No problem. I would suggest you, if you want to see, the only difference between that is that a lot of people want to be motivated and in the flow. They don't want to lose the momentum. So a lot of people join full course that there's a discipline going on. Of course, you
Right,
get the recording also, but it's in your head going on that, there's a batch going on. So batch has reached here. I also should reach here. It's like a community which is chasing you. So you are also going in the flow and finishing the syllabus. So
right.
that's the difference.
All right. And one last thing, what would be the timings of these
The
according to
batch right now which I have for L1, it is
Mhm.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It
Yep.
is 6 to 8:30 p.m. Middle East timing and 7:30 to 10 evening India timing.
All right. So it's
Okay.
three
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 days a
days a
week.
week.
3 days a week. Okay.
All right. All right.
You
Thank
can
you so
just
much.
put up your query on our website or on email, and we'll just share you the link in case if you want to enroll. I've stopped enrollment for the live because I'm in the middle of the batch, but a
Mhm.
lot of students have started inquiring, so I'm just accommodating all of these guys also. Okay.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank
Take
you.
care. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All the best. Bye.